Welcome to the battlefield of the mind. This isn't just another motivational speech. This is a call to war against the voice inside you that keeps playing small. Today, we step into the arena with one of the most powerful truths ever spoken by Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. That's not a cute quote to hang on your wall. That is a weapon, a declaration. A line in the sand between who you are and who you were born to become. Because here's the raw truth. The words you speak to yourself aren't harmless. They are either fuel or fire, power or poison. They build you or they bury you. Imagine waking up tomorrow and looking in the mirror, not with doubt, not with fear, but with command. Speaking words that activate your mission, not words that excuse your procrastination. Most people never change their lives. Not because they lack ability, but because they keep repeating lies to themselves. Lies like, I'm not ready. It's not the right time. I'm not good enough. Sound familiar? Every time you speak those words, you reinforce the chains that keep you stuck. But Napoleon Hill taught us something different, something radical. Your future is dictated by your dominant thoughts. Your destiny is shaped by what you consistently say to yourself. So let me ask you this. Are your words building the life you want, or protecting the life you're trying to escape? Today is the day you rewrite the script. You've been passive long enough. It's time to speak with power, act with purpose, and rise with belief. Because the moment you master your inner conversation, you unlock a force that can turn hesitation into momentum and dreams into reality. Today, I'm calling you to change the narrative, to rewrite your story with positive affirmations that build momentum. For the next 3 days, commit to this challenge. Talk to yourself like the successful person you're meant to be, and watch how it shifts your world. Why don't we take action when we know it's the key to progress? Often, it's because we're waiting for motivation to strike, like some magical bolt of energy. But as Hill pointed out, motivation follows action, not the other way around. That internal voice saying, I'll start when I feel more energized, is a clever saboteur keeping you stuck in place. Instead, try this. Say to yourself, I am taking action now, regardless of how I feel, because every step builds my momentum. Feel the shift. It's empowering, isn't it? Then there's the failure to decide, fueled by doubts like, what if I make the wrong choice? Hill emphasized the power of definiteness of purpose, urging us to commit fully. Picture this. Every time indecision creeps in, counter it with, I decide clearly and confidently. My choices propel me toward my goals. Let that affirmation sink in, filling you with a sense of control and excitement. And let's not forget fear and uncertainty, those shadows that loom large with thoughts like, I'm not good enough. Hill taught that fear is just a mental barrier, one we can dismantle through repeated positive self-talk. For the next 3 days, when fear arises, tell yourself, I face uncertainty with courage. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth, and I am capable of succeeding. Now, let's move to the solution, taking immediate action, because that's where real change begins. Hill believed that action creates its own momentum, and through autosuggestion, we can reprogram our minds. On day one of your challenge, start with this self-talk. I am acting now, and this first step ignites my inner drive. Imperfection is progress, and I grow stronger with each action. Feel that rush as you push past the hesitation. It's like flipping a switch inside you. To strengthen decisiveness, use affirmations like, I am decisive and focused. I choose my path and commit fully. Make day 2 about practicing this 3 times a day, then take a small action to make it real. Imagine the pride you'll feel as you turn vague ideas into concrete decisions. And for practicing that first step, remember Hill's stories of successful people who acted despite uncertainty. Tell yourself, I take the first step right now. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it leads to greater success. Dedicate day 3 to applying this to a specific goal. Watch how it transforms your day. Overcoming hesitation and fear is at the heart of this challenge, and Hill's philosophy shows us how. When fear hits, face it head on with positive self-talk. I am stronger than my fears. I act boldly and learn from every experience. Make this your daily ritual for the next 3 days, and feel the weight lift off your shoulders. Remember, failure isn't the end. As Hill said, it's just feedback guiding you forward. Journal your fears and affirmations each day, reflecting on how action reduces that inner resistance. Building self-discipline is next, because it's the backbone of lasting success. Hill knew that discipline comes from consistent habits, reinforced by self-talk like, I am disciplined and consistent. I choose actions that align with my goals every day. On day 1 of the challenge, focus on one habit with these affirmations and let them motivate you. Track your progress on day 2 with positive self-reinforcement, celebrating even the smallest wins. By day 3, affirm, I build habits that empower me. Discipline is my pathway to achievement. Now, let's talk about creating a clear vision and goals, because without them, we're just drifting. Hill taught that specific goals fuel motivation, and self-talk makes them feel achievable. Use this affirmation, I have a clear vision. My goals are vivid and attainable, and I pursue them with unwavering focus. For the challenge, on day 1, define a goal and affirm it out loud. On day 2, break it into steps with positive dialogue, turning overwhelm into excitement. Finally, on day 3, take action and reinforce it with, I am progressing toward my goals. Each step brings me closer to success. To make this real, let's draw from a role model like Andrew Carnegie, who, as Hill described, used daily self-talk to overcome fears and build an empire. Carnegie talked to himself with affirmations of success, turning hesitation into decisive action. Imagine doing the same for just 3 days. The lessons here are clear. Mimic that mindset, adapt it to your life, and watch your own path transform. As we wrap up, remember Hill's core message. Motivation follows action, and self-talk is the bridge that makes it happen. By talking to yourself positively for just 3 days, you'll shift from waiting to acting, proving that your words truly shape your reality. So, here's your call to action. Start today, day 1. Overcome hesitation with affirmations. Day 2. Build decisiveness and habits. Day 3. Take action on your goals. Even small steps now will create lasting change. Commit to this. Talk to yourself like the successful person you are destined to become, and embrace the journey ahead. Welcome to this transformative journey inspired by Napoleon Hill's timeless wisdom from Think and Grow Rich. Today, we're diving into the power of self-talk, a simple yet profound tool to break free from hesitation and spark immediate action. As Hill once said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve, and it all starts with the words you whisper to yourself. Imagine reprogramming your inner dialogue to fuel success, turning doubt into determination with just 3 days of focused effort. Many of us struggle with procrastination, that nagging voice inside saying, I'm not ready yet, keeping us stuck in a cycle of inaction. Think about the job seeker who delays applying because of thoughts like, what if I fail? It's a trap that Hill's principles can help you escape. The need for change is urgent. Waiting only deepens the rut, but positive self-talk can shift your mindset and ignite progress right now. For the next 3 days, commit to this challenge. Talk to yourself like a champion, using affirmations to build momentum and overcome inertia. Why don't we take action? Often, it's because we're waiting for motivation to strike, but as Hill taught, motivation follows action, not the other way around. That internal voice saying, I'll start when I feel more energized, is a lie. Replace it with, I am taking action now, building energy with every step. Indecision creeps in when self-talk fills your mind with doubts like, what if I make the wrong choice? Hill called for definiteness of purpose to counter this. Practice this affirmation daily. I decide clearly and confidently. My choices propel me toward my goals and create my success. Fear and uncertainty amplify negative thoughts, such as, I'm not good enough. But Hill showed that repeated positive affirmations dismantle these barriers. Try this exercise. Each day, tell yourself, I face uncertainty with courage. Every challenge is an opportunity, and I am capable of succeeding. The solution lies in immediate action, as Hill emphasized, because even a small step generates the power to keep going. Harness auto-suggestion by repeating, I am acting now, and this first step ignites my inner drive. Imperfection is just progress in motion. For day one of your challenge, focus on this self-talk script. Right now, I choose to move forward, regardless of doubts, and watch my confidence grow. Strengthening decisiveness means combating hesitation with affirmations like, I am focused and resolute. I make decisions that align with my vision. On day two, practice saying this 3 times daily. I commit fully to my choices, and each decision builds my path to achievement. Then take a small action to reinforce it, proving to yourself that decisiveness turns ideas into reality. The first step is crucial. Don't wait for perfect conditions. Use self-talk to push through resistance, as Hill's successful figures did. Tell yourself, I take the first step immediately. It doesn't need to be perfect, and it opens doors to greater success. For day 3, apply this to a specific goal. Today, I act on my plans, embracing the momentum that comes from starting now. Overcoming hesitation and fear requires facing them head on, supported by positive self-talk that Hill advocated as a mental shield. When fear arises, counter it with, I am stronger than my fears. I act boldly, learning and growing from every experience. Make this a daily ritual for the next 3 days. Pause, affirm your strength, and move forward without delay. Learning from failure is key. As Hill pointed out, setbacks are not endings, but lessons that refine your journey. Shift your self-talk from this failure defines me to failure is feedback. It guides me closer to success with each try. During the challenge, journal your fears each day and follow with affirmations, watching how action diminishes their hold. Build self-discipline as Hill did, through consistent habits reinforced by positive internal dialogue. It's the foundation of lasting success. Remind yourself, I am disciplined and consistent. I choose actions that align with my goals, day in and day out. For day one of the challenge, pick one habit and affirm, I embrace this habit now, knowing it strengthens my resolve. On day two, track your progress with self-reinforcement. I am proud of my consistency. Each repetition builds my discipline. By day 3, solidify it with, I build habits that empower me. Discipline is my steadfast path to achievement and growth. Creating a clear vision and goals is essential as Hill taught, because specific targets fuel your motivation through self-talk. Affirm daily, I have a vivid vision. My goals are attainable, and I pursue them with unyielding focus and passion. For day 1, define a goal and start with, this goal is mine. I see it clearly and believe in my ability to achieve it. On day 2, break it into steps while telling yourself, I break my goals into manageable actions, making success inevitable. For day 3, take those steps and reinforce with, I am progressing steadily. Each action brings me closer to my dreams. Now, let's draw from a real-life example, like Andrew Carnegie, who used self-talk to overcome doubts and build his empire. Carnegie repeated affirmations of success daily, turning hesitation into decisive action despite his fears, as Hill documented. Imagine adapting this. For 3 days, talk to yourself as Carnegie did, affirming your potential and watching barriers fall. The lessons here are clear. Self-talk mirrors the habits of achievers, helping you mimic their mindset and drive. Apply this to your life. Choose a role model and craft affirmations based on their story to fuel your own progress. In conclusion, remember that action begets motivation, and self-talk is the bridge that makes it happen, just as Hill envisioned. By committing to this 3-day challenge, you're proving that your words shape your reality and propel you forward. Day 1 is about overcoming hesitation. Start with affirmations like, I act now, releasing the chains of doubt. On day 2, build decisiveness and habits. Tell yourself, I am resolute. My routines create the success I deserve. For day 3, focus on your goals. Affirm, I take bold steps today, turning vision into victory. Even small actions in these 3 days will spark lasting change, transforming how you approach challenges. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start today, talking to yourself as the successful person you're meant to be. Feel the shift as positive self-talk rewires your mind, turning whispers of doubt into shouts of triumph. Hill's legacy reminds us that greatness begins within, with the words we choose to believe. Commit fully. Write down your affirmations, practice them aloud, and track your daily wins. By the end of day 3, you'll notice a surge in confidence, proving that self-talk is your most powerful tool. Remember, every successful person started with a single step and the right internal narrative. You're not alone in this. Millions have used Hill's methods to change their lives, and now it's your turn. Take a deep breath, look in the mirror, and say, I am ready, I am capable, I am unstoppable. This 3-day challenge is just the beginning. Carry this practice forward and watch your world transform. Thank you for joining this journey. Now, go forth and talk to yourself like the victor you truly are. As Napoleon Hill once said, whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. And this truth forms the backbone of our journey today. In his groundbreaking work, Think and Grow Rich, Hill revealed how positive self-talk isn't just words, it's a powerful tool to reprogram your subconscious and turn hesitation into unstoppable action. Imagine waking up each day with a voice inside you that drives you forward, instead of holding you back. But first, let's face the reality. Many of us are trapped in a cycle of procrastination and self-doubt. You know that feeling when you tell yourself, I'm not ready yet, or what if I fail? It's like an invisible chain pulling you down. Think about the job applicant who keeps delaying their resume because of nagging fears, or the entrepreneur who dreams big but never starts. These are real struggles, and they stem from negative self-talk that whispers doubts into your ear. The good news is you can break free, and it all begins with a simple shift in how you speak to yourself. Drawing from Hill's teachings, we're launching a 3-day challenge to transform your internal dialogue and ignite decisive action. For the next 3 days, commit to talking to yourself like a champion, using affirmations that build confidence and momentum. Remember, as Hill emphasized, feelings of readiness follow action, not the other way around. So, let's dive in. Stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it through your words. Now, why do we hesitate in the first place? It's often because we're waiting for motivation to strike, like lightning from the sky. Hill would call this a myth. Motivation isn't something you chase. It's something you generate through consistent effort. When you tell yourself, I'll start when I feel more energized, you're just delaying the inevitable. Instead, flip the script. Say to yourself, I am taking action now, regardless of how I feel, because every step builds my momentum. Practice this affirmation today, on day one of our challenge, and watch how it shifts your energy. Another barrier is the failure to decide, fueled by internal doubts like, what if I make the wrong choice? Hill stressed the importance of definiteness of purpose, urging us to commit fully to our decisions. To counter this, repeat daily, I decide clearly and confidently. My choices propel me toward my goals. Make this your mantra for day two and apply it before any decision, no matter how small. Fear and uncertainty often amplify these doubts, with self-talk like, I'm not good enough, echoing in your mind. According to Hill, fear is just a mental barrier that crumbles under repeated positive affirmations. So, try this exercise. Say, I face uncertainty with courage. Each challenge is an opportunity for growth, and I am capable of succeeding. Incorporate it into your routine for the full 3 days and feel the fear lose its grip. The solution lies in taking immediate action, as Hill taught, because action itself creates the power to keep going. Don't wait for perfection. Start now, even if it's imperfect, and let that first step fuel your drive. For day one of the challenge, talk to yourself. I am acting now, and this first step ignites my inner drive. Imperfection is progress, and I grow stronger with each action. Strengthening decisiveness is key, so use affirmations like, I am decisive and focused. I choose my path and commit fully. On day two, practice this 3 times a day before making choices, then take a small action to reinforce it. Remember, as Hill shared in his stories, successful people act despite uncertainty, and so can you. Now, let's focus on practicing that first step. Tell yourself, I take the first step right now. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it leads to greater success. Make day three all about applying this to a specific goal, turning words into real movement. Overcoming hesitation and fear is at the heart of Hill's philosophy, where self-talk becomes your shield. When fear arises, face it head on with positive dialogue. I am stronger than my fears. I act boldly and learn from every experience. For the next 3 days, make this a daily ritual and watch how it dissolves your doubts. Learning from failure is another Hill principle. See it as feedback, not a dead end. Use self-talk like, failure is not defeat. It is feedback that guides me to success. And journal your progress each day. By the end of day three, you'll reflect on how action has reduced your hesitation, just as Hill promised. Building self-discipline is the next layer, as Hill believed it's the habit that turns dreams into reality. Discipline isn't about fleeting emotions. It's about consistent choices, reinforced by your internal voice. Affirm to yourself, I am disciplined and consistent. I choose actions that align with my goals every day. On day one of the challenge, focus on one habit with this affirmation to kickstart your routine. Then, on day two, track your progress with positive self-reinforcement, celebrating each win. By day three, commit fully. I build habits that empower me. Discipline is my pathway to achievement. Creating a clear vision and goals ties everything together, as Hill taught that specific goals fuel your motivation. Use self-talk to make them vivid. I have a clear vision. My goals are attainable. and I pursue them with unwavering focus. For day 1, define a goal and affirm it repeatedly to lock it into your mind. On day 2, break it into steps with positive dialogue, like, each step I take brings me closer to success. Finally, on day 3, take action and reinforce. I am progressing toward my goals. Every effort counts. To make this real, let's look at a role model from Hill's world, like Andrew Carnegie. Carnegie rose to immense success by talking to himself with affirmations of achievement, turning hesitation into decisive moves despite his fears. Imagine if you adopted that same self-talk for just 3 days. Your path could transform just as his did. The lessons here are clear. Use affirmations to mimic these role models and apply them to your own life. As we wrap up, remember Hill's core message. Motivation follows action, and self-talk is the bridge that makes it happen. By talking to yourself positively for these 3 days, you'll shift from waiting to acting, proving that your words shape your reality. So, here's your call to action. Start today with day 1, focusing on overcoming hesitation through affirmations. On day 2, build decisiveness and habits with consistent self-talk. And on day 3, take bold action on your goals. Even small steps will create lasting change, as Napoleon Hill would urge you to do.